All right. Let's see.
Hi, guys.
Morning, everyone.
What's up, David?
How's it going, Tony?
Come on, outside.
Who's taking their dog outside?
Me. You think so? Hey guys, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, awesome. It looks like we have David, Tomas, Cody, Maddie, the Gonzaleses, Franny, Jeff, and Michelle. Is that everybody? Oh gosh. Sorry. Give you that close-up view.
Jeff.
Yeah. Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for joining in on this. We'll see how this goes. It's been a while since I've taught yoga, so bear with me. But I thought it would be a good thing for a nice Sunday morning, kind of just chill and move around a little bit and do something different than we normally do. So I think probably the best thing is for everyone to mute their screen, mute themselves. I mean, I hear you guys breathing all the time, but it might be a little weird if we have that sound coming out nonstop.
Right. Well, cheers. I'm gonna do this yoga with a mimosa, just so you know, just for the record. So,
fair enough. I'm not
thanks.
mad at you. A couple things you might want to have around you is something you can use, like if you took a band home with you, grab a band. I have a strap here. And something you could use as support, like a block. You could also just use a towel or a folded up blanket. That might help too if you need some modifications on any of the poses. Okay, but it'll be pretty straightforward, pretty basic. Just a nice little hour to kind of focus on what you're doing, just like in CrossFit. It's a nice break. You don't have to worry about what's going on outside of what you're doing right here in this moment. Okay. Are you good, babe?
I think so.
I'm gonna just leave it like that, and it'll be fine. Okay. Let me make sure I'm in a good spot here on my mat.
I think we're too close. You're gonna be too close.
I'm gonna be too close. Right here. Okay, is that good? Everybody can see? Thumbs up. Yeah, okay, cool. So we're gonna do about a 40 to 45 minute practice here. We're going to focus a little bit on twisting and a little bit of a detox, because I think we all could use that. We'll build a little bit of core heat. That's always good. And then we'll end with a nice long shavasana, nice relaxing. So if you guys maybe want to adjust your lighting, put on some relaxing music, grab your tools if you need to. We're going to start seated. So just take a seat here, Indian style. If this bothers your hip, you might want to grab something to elevate them. Maybe sit on that block or sit on a towel, sit on a blanket. Okay, I'll let Mitchell get situated here. So starting seated with your hands on your knees, we're just going to take a nice deep breath. And you can close your eyes anytime we do breathing. It's just to kind of reconnect. So we're going to start with some breathing just to start with that connection. So you guys will get to hear my yoga voice, otherwise known as my talking to patients family voice. Very nice voice. Not all of you may have heard it. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then again out through the nose. Try to sit nice and tall. Think about the top of your head being pulled towards the ceiling. A nice deep breath in again. And then exhale, pull the shoulders down, kind of feel that breath release, kind of feel that stress release. We want to sit up on our tailbone, nice and tall. Think about a really solid spine. Breath in again. And then release. And you're going to notice me a lot with my palms up. And that's just kind of, just kind of surrender here. Let everything kind of even subconsciously release in this moment here. Okay, we're going to take our right arm up towards the ceiling. And anytime we reach up, we want to think about elongating, and we want to breathe in. So right arm up. We're actually going to take that right arm back down, so down by your side. And you're going to tilt to the side, to the left side. Take your right hand, and you're actually going to sit on it. So settle back down into that right hand. It's kind of a nice forearm release. I know we've been doing a lot of texting and typing lately. Left arm's going to go up, and we're going to take that left hand to the head and gently pull the head to the side. So again, big inhale, breath up, elongate up, exhale, release and deepen the stretch here. Really good for neck, shoulder. I can almost feel it down to my ribs here a little bit. You can play with your gaze here a little bit if you don't have any neck issues, or just keep your head neutral here. One more breath in, and then release into that stretch. A little bit deeper here. And then let's take left arm up, down to the side, and then let's release that left hand, that right hand. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. So still staying in that position here. We're going to take the left arm up. Big reach up, big inhale, stretch, and then take it back down. We're going to sit on that left hand, rock to the side. Those glute gains there. So kind of roll back into that left hand, find a position. Then we'll take the right arm up. We're going to release that hand to our head. See if you can reach to your ear, and then just a gentle twist of that neck Breath out. And then that left arm, see if you can't pull that shoulder down and back. Now, careful with this if you do have any neck issues. I have a little neck thing on this side, so I'll keep my gaze neutral here. And I won't go any further than this, and that's okay. Just remind yourself to inhale up, and then exhale down. Spine is tall, inhale up. And then if you're going to take another little pull here or stretch here on the neck, take it as we exhale out. So let's go ahead and release that right arm up over, always these nice big sweeping motions in yoga. And then tilt to the side and let's release that left hand. Breath in, breath out. And we're going to do a seated cat-cow. It's a little weird, I'll admit, but it's a nice variation on the cat-cow. Being on your knees bothers you, or we don't want to wake up the shoulders quite yet. So we're just going to put our hands on our knees here, and we're going to arch our back forward and back. So just as if we were doing a Superman and a hollow, basically in the seated position. So as we work through these three positions, we're going to inhale, arch, draw the chin up, eyes towards the ceiling, and really feel that through your thoracic spine. And then we'll exhale, back, concave, pull the navel into the spine, drop the chin. And then inhale, press up, pulling on your knees as you draw your chest forward and chin up towards the chin. Super good for that thoracic mobility. Draw the chin down, exhale. Arch the back. This is your cat position, angry cat. And then again, inhale, chest up. Rotate the hips. You should feel a little rotation here through your hips, really pulling on those knees. And then drop down, exhale. We've got one more in each direction here. So inhale, pull on the knees, draw the chest forward, shoulders draw down and back. And then exhale for our last cat position here, big arch. Roll the hips, opposite pull on the knees, and then come on out of that. That is a really good one. Even if you're just sitting at your desk here stressed, you can do it in your chair. Just a little nice reset for your spine. And when we come back to the gym, we'll have some beautiful overhead squats. So we're going to go to a seated twist here. Again, focusing on that twisting motion today, thinking about like a wet washcloth. When we twist on the outside, we're also twisting on the inside. So we're giving those organs a nice reset as well. So we're going to take the right arm up. Big deep breath in. And when we come back down, we're going to take that hand across our body to the left knee. And then we're going to take that left hand across and back. Try to reach back as far as you can. If you can grab your opposite hip, that's a great place to start. Otherwise, just keeping those fingertips on the floor. And again, we want to sit tall. Think about opening that chest up towards the ceiling. And every time we take an inhale, we rise. And an exhale, we twist a little bit further. So if you're pretty flexible through your spine here, you can go ahead and draw the chin around. You can really be a little bit stronger here through this hand on the knee and really just pull through. So we'll take one more inhale here, rise up, long spine, and then exhale, release. Coming back to the center, we'll take one breath here. Please take your hands down by your side, palms up if you'd like. And then we'll do the opposite twist here, left arm up. I'm super visual, so that washcloth image really sticks with me, so I like to think about that as I'm moving. Left arm to your right knee, and then we'll take the right arm up, we'll sweep it back, and then wherever you can get it on the floor here, behind you, I'm a little tighter on this side, so it's going to stay on the floor here, but I want to think about that arm straight, tall, supporting my spine. Big inhale up, And then exhale to twist. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist a little bit more. If you can, take your head, look across that right shoulder. Try not to compromise that upper body position, so continually trying to sit tall. Last breath here. And then we'll release those hands towards the center. Nice deep breath here. All right, we're moving on. We're going to go to hands and knees. So find yourself a position here where we can get, can't see myself, so you guys check yourself in your visual if you can see yourself here. We want to try and have the shoulders and the wrists stacked here. And we're going to do a little twist. We're going to take this right arm and we're going to take it up over our head to open, just like World's Greatest here. And then we're going to take that arm, we're going to take it through, and we're going to keep our hips up, and we're going to thread the needle here. So right shoulder down, we're going to walk that left arm forward, and we're going to hang out here. And again, I find myself very tense here with my hand really strong and active. Try to just release that and let that be passive. That right hand, rotate that palm up. That left arm is reaching forward, or we can take this left arm up. Or we can take this left arm back. Big deep breath here. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, twist. Last breath here, relax that palm. And then if you have the bind, go ahead and release it back down. Come back to your hands. Come back to your center position. Just let the shoulders sink here just for a moment. Just kind of give that right shoulder a little break. Maybe push forward into your fingertips. Kind of rock back and forth there for a moment. And then we're going to take the same thing here on the left side, thread the needle. So we'll take the left arm up, trying to push through the floor, fingertips towards the ceiling. And then we're going to take that left arm, we're going to sweep it through, reaching through, keeping the hips tall, pressing the shoulder into the floor, and then walking that right arm forward. You want to take that right arm up overhead. Again, another great thoracic twist here. Really good for your lungs. Breath in. Breath out. One more breath here. And then release the bind if you have it. Release the right arm. Pull that left arm through. Come to hands and knees. And again, let the shoulders sink here a little bit. They just worked and they just stretched for you. So just kind of allow them to be soft here. Soften the elbows. Stretch out the wrists a little bit here. And we're just going to take a second to kind of refocus before we move on. So if you can sit here with your hips down into your heels, do so if you need a block or if you need to sit up a little bit taller. We're going to take 3 deep breaths in here. If you need to pad your knees here as well. 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Shoulders draw down, belly relaxes. Breath in, breath out. Third breath, breathe in, elongate up. Relax the fingers. Breath out through your mouth. And we are going to press back into downward dog. I know you've all been waiting for that. So hands to the floor. We'll go hips up. Feet are hip width. And I want you to remember those hands are active. Their fingers are acting like claws on the floor. With most of the weight through your heel of your hand, the base of your thumb. Soften up the elbows. Drop the chin. Relax the head. We want to think about constantly pressing the hips up towards the ceiling as we drive the heels down. This is really an active pose here. This is home base. So if at any point in time you need a break, you can come here to downward dog and just regroup, check back in with your breathing. Otherwise, you can take child's pose as well. Child's pose will be another resting pose for us. And to make it a little bit more restful, we'll take our hands back by our side and drop the forehead down to the mat. We'll stay here for a couple of breaths. Breath in, breath out. Hands to the floor, hips up, downward facing dog. We'll also cycle through several vinyasas here today. They are optional. You can always go straight to downward dog if you're feeling like it's a little too much or you just need a break. So our movement will look like a step or a hop towards your hands. We'll drop all the way down. Relax the head. Hands to the shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, release. Hands to the floor, feet back, lower down. And we'll do our first cobra. Very gentle back bend here. We don't want to start out with too much. Elbows back, legs untucked and active here. Drawing the shoulders down, neutral eyesight. And then tuck the toes, press back into downward dog. So we'll rotate here through some flexion and extension of your spine here. Breath in. Breath out. Step or hop your hands to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, sun salutation. Arms up, arms down. Padasana, mountain pose. Let's reset your feet here. We'll just take a couple steps here. Pull your shoulders down and back. Rotate your palms forward. Chin neutral, eyes neutral. Now let's just take a moment here. Just find a moment of gratitude for what we do still have and what we are still do and what we are doing. Breath in. Release. Exhale. Lower. Inhale, raise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step your feet back. Lower down. Second cobra here. If you want, take the same cobra we just took with your hands here by your chest. pressing back and gently lifting. Or we can go to our fingertips, take our hands off of our mat, and lift a little bit more. Active through here, pressing down, shoulders pulling back. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, release. Hands back to your mat. Tuck your toes, press back, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat, feet step back, lower down. Third and final cobra here, or press into a full upward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Careful taking too much and making it hard to breathe. Breath in, shoulders down and back, chest up, out. Breath, and then press back into downward dog. Drop the chin. Pedal the feet just a little bit here. And we're going to take our right leg back. And I want you to really push forward here. Press through your left foot. Tighten up your right leg and really reach that leg back. And then we're going to bring that right foot between the hands. And we're going to drop that back knee. So a little lunge position here. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. As you bring the next breath in, bring hands to your knee. And really nice hip flexor stretch here. Be sure that knee is nice and steady. We're pushing that front foot all the way through the floor. And our back toes are untucked or tucked, whatever feels better for you. We are going to take this into a twist. So from here, we'll bring hands to heart center. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. We're going to take the left elbow to the right thigh. So we're going to twist, prayer twist. And something I like to think about here is this is kind of a counter action here. So we're actually pressing our right knee out and then pressing our left elbow into our right knee. So we're working against ourselves here for ourselves. So if you can see Mitchell in the background, he's got his hand on his hip here. You can take that right arm up towards the ceiling. Or you can take that right hand behind you and behind you. This is also a great place if you have a block. You can go ahead and put this hand, left hand on a block. And you can twist that right shoulder up towards the ceiling. You can take the right arm up here. We're going to do 3 breaths here. So find a modification here or a variation of this where we can breathe. So remember, as we breathe, we want to think about lifting up. So breath in, lift, exhale to deepen the stretch. Inhale to lift, elongate, exhale. Twist a little bit more. Last breath here. Breath in. Chest and lungs open towards the ceiling and breath out. We're going to go ahead and release here. Both hands to the mat. Right foot back, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Feet back. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. We have the same thing on the left side here. So we're going to kick that left leg back as we inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left leg comes through. Right knee to the ground. You don't have to untuck your toes here. If it feels better for you to keep those toes tucked, that's okay. Just see which one feels better for you or just which one feels different for you. Doesn't seem like a big deal, but as we all know, sometimes the smallest things are big deals. We don't know what might become a big deal. Breath in and breath out. Breath in, hands to the knees. Again, we're kind of pressing against ourselves here. We're keeping our active leg here, left leg pressing through the left heel, and then we're pressing into ourselves to really activate and stretch here. So this is an active stretch here, not a passive stretch. You see me shaking and tight. Hands to heart center, breath in. Sit tall as we exhale, shoulders down, melt into the floor. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Right elbow to your left thigh. Again, you want to try and twist so our chest is facing the left side. And then we can bring this right hand down to the ground if we need to come out of that twist a little bit. Maybe we don't need so much today on our first day. So we can always take the right hand down. This is a good place. You can use a block, whatever you have here to help you. And then that left arm twist. It's like a world trace here. You can always take the bind. Breath in. Chest up. Exhale. Sink a little deeper. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. And release. Let's take hands to the floor. Left foot back, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Hands to your shins. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Arms up. Then inhale. Swan dive, exhale. Hands to the mat. Feet back. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. So much of our movements today are focused on twisting and building some heat and detoxifying. There's so much to be said for those things right now, I think, in our lives. So just out with the bad and with the good. Remember, you can take child's pose at any point. And let's just go ahead and take child's pose now. Let's go send the hips back. Let's take the knees a little wide, but not as wide as we would in CrossFit. So take a soft knee and then a forward fold. If this bothers your knees, be sure to pad your knees. And if you want to take your arms forward, you can. If you want to take one arm forward, that's okay too. Let's just kind of check in with where we are right now. Yoga, of course, like CrossFit, is a physical practice, but there's also a mental aspect that goes into it, as you guys all know. So it's nice just to really focus on what you're doing here. Some of the poses may be challenging, but it's good because it takes our mental energy to help our physical body focus. And so I want to just keep checking in with where we are mentally during this practice today. One more breath here in child's pose. And then hips up, hands down, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Arms sweep up. Stand, inhale. Swan dive down. Exhale. So I want you to take your peace fingers, this is what they call them in yoga, peace fingers. And I want you to take them and wrap them around your big toe here. Yeah, luckily I have a big one. So we're gonna just kind of walk our feet out hip width, and we're gonna hang out here in this position. So if you find this position to be enough for you, that's okay. Be sure we have a good bend in the knee because we want the belly and the thigh touching, okay? So from here, we're just gonna hang out. Drop the chin. Again, let's go back to that breath. Breath in. We're gonna lift the hips, and we're gonna pull on the big toe. And then exhale, release. Inhale, lift up, pulling on that big toe to pull yourself down lower. And then exhale, release. We're gonna do 5 breaths. That was 2. So it'll be a breath in, active hips, chin to the chest, pull on the toes, release. We have 2 more. Inhale, hips up, head down, pull yourself down, and then release. Last one, hips up, pull, use your upper body, stretch those hamstrings, elongate the muscles of the back of your leg. Let your head be heavy. And then exhale, release the fingers, hands to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, fold. Hands to the mat. Feet back. Lower down. Down, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Right leg up, inhale. Right leg through. And let's rotate this left foot to the floor here. And we're gonna come up into warrior 2. So warrior 1 here, warrior 2, we're gonna open. And we're gonna kind of hang out here for a moment. It's a good strong pose for all you strong people out there. So we wanna make sure that our feet, your heels here, look down. Your heel should be bifurcating the arch of your left foot. So we're looking for some midline stabilization here. Hips, if we can rotate those, drawing this front knee out. Again, I'm in a feeling of surrender, giving in here. So palms up, nice deep breath, shoulders down. Really grounding down. In yoga, we ground down to lift up. So we're pressing down as we're lifting. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, ground down. Inhale. Exhale. Soften up the back, soften up the jaw. We're going to turn this warrior two into a side angle. So this is another place if you have a prop, you may want to use it. So we're going to rotate towards the right. So we're going to take the right forearm on the right side. We're going to take this arm up overhead. So now we need to really make sure that back leg is active. Squeeze that left glute. We're driving through the front leg. Great place for a block here. If you need it, you can use this hand. Try to stay soft on this hand. And breathe. Breath in to lift. Breath out to ground. Breath in to lift. Exhale. Inhale, windmill your arms back. Goddess pose. One of my favorites. And then windmill back. Hands to the floor. Right foot back. Downward facing dog. Ooh, that right leg. Take it out. Shift your hips. Whatever you need here. We'll take 3 breaths. Vinyasa, if you want to take it. Walk or hop your feet to your hands. I keep getting that backwards. Hands to your shins, halfway lift. Forward fold, exhale. Arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Hands to the mat, feet back. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. What we do on one side, we must do on the other. So on your next inhale, take your left leg back. Soften your elbows. Hands strong through the ground. Right leg supporting our weight as we bring that left leg through. Rotate that right foot down. And now open up to the opposite side for warrior two. Again, take a look at your feet. Let's make sure we've got a good setup here, right? The feet are our foundation. So we want that front foot flat, supporting, pressing us up. And this back leg dragging through, nice and strong. Hips neutral towards the wall behind us. Pull the shoulders down and back. And I like to again soften the arms. And let me just put myself out there and be open to whatever's coming. Control what I can control, which is right here, right now. Breath in. Tall, fine. Exhale. Deepen that stretch if you can. Inhale. Dream pulling you up. Squeeze the legs tight and the ground down, press down. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to add the side angle to this side. So we'll take an inhale. On the release, left arm goes to the left side, and this right arm is going to come up. So super strong through that left leg, driving that left leg out, rounding down that right side, squeezing that right glute support, and that right arm can go up. It can go behind you, to your body. We can take this right arm down to a block in front of us or behind us. And 3 breaths here. Inhale up. Soften this hand if you're using a block for support. Try not to be too tight and stiff. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last breath. Exhale, release. Hands to the floor, left foot back, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Hands to the mat, feet back. Lower down, vinyasa.
Forever in child's pose.
Child's pose is always an option. All right. We're going to take a seat, y'all. You know what that means. We started a little late, so we're going to end a little late. Luckily, I know you guys don't have anything better to do, so you'll stick around with me for a little bit longer. So some of this stuff is some of the best stuff. Very passive here, so we've gotten through our active stuff, so now we're going to slide right into our passive stretches here. So we'll start first on our back.
Love you,
Let's go
Mitchell.
ahead. Hi, Mitchell. Let's go ahead and butterfly our feet here. And they can be close to you or farther away. I'm kind of in the middle here. So soles of our feet are going to face each other. And then just whatever's comfortable for you here. And we're just going to forward fold. So this is going to do a little number on our digestive system here. This is compressing the lower abdomen. So all of our internal organs there are large and small intestine. And so if you ate recently, this might be a little less than comfortable, but just hang out here, relax the head. In our breath in, we just kind of breathe in through our back. And as we exhale, we see if we can fold a little bit lower, a little bit more forward. And then you can relax those knees. Sometimes I get a little tense there, so I try to remember to let my legs be soft and just let them flop open. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Come to an upright position here. Nice tall spine. Let's take hands to heart center. Shoulders roll down and back. Let's take one breath in here. Breath out. I know I said one, but it's never one in yoga. Breath in. Breath out. Third breath, let's exhale through our mouth. Breath in. Release the hands. And let's take it to your back. So we're going to do a bridge pose. We do glute bridges or hip extensions a lot, so you guys should know this, but this is a little different in yoga. We actually will hold this position. So just for a moment, let's get our bearings here on our back. Let's feel that whole spine, that whole back pressing into the floor, the hips rotated slightly with that tailbone tucked. Our heels, you know, maybe a hand's distance away from your butt. And then we want to think about pulling the shoulders down and back. And so again, recheck in with that spine. Neck is relaxed and neutral. Gaze up towards the ceiling. And we're going to go ahead and lift here. So lift the hips. And you should just feel the floor contact with your feet and your shoulders. So we can stay here. We do want to be sure we're keeping a neutral neck here. So if you do have any neck issues, try not to wiggle around too much here. So keeping those hips elevated, guys. We're not letting them drop yet. I'll let you know when. So careful that our feet are staying planted on the ground and our knees are in line here with our feet. Okay, we don't want our knees to flare out or to cave in. So we're keeping a nice neutral femur here, nice thigh straight and the hips elevated. You can take your hands and walk your hands in underneath your shoulders if you'd like that. I find that to be a very nice shoulder stretch here. Again, when we're breathing in, I like to think about breathing into my belly, so breathe in, nice deep breath in your belly. And then exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Press through your feet. Keep the hips lifted. 2 more breaths. Last breath in. And breath out. Release the hands. Lower the hips. Take your feet as wide as your mat, and let's go ahead and windshield wipe. So just taking those knees across your body. We've got one more round of that. So bring those feet back about a hand's distance away. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in and lift. This will be a little shorter this time. Bring those shoulders underneath you. If you didn't do that last time, try it out. If it feels uncomfortable, let it go. Just do what we can do during this. Do our best. It seems to be our life mantra right now. Just do what we can do and do our best. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Exhale, release the shoulders, release the hips. Again, take the feet wide, take the knees side to side, and just gently rotate. And take the arms wide. So we're going to actually do one of my least favorite yoga poses. All right, put yourself out of your comfort zone here. It's called boat. And so we're going to do a little core work here. So we're going to roll up onto our tailbone. And this is about the version that I can handle. This is the lowest version. Mostly because we really want to be focused on keeping our spine upright. And if it gets too difficult, we will end up with a rounded back and a forward inclination of the shoulders. So we really want to sit here nice and tall. Bring the knees to touch. And then you can use your arms to help support yourself and keep that. Think about that navel tucked into your spine. So from here, the other versions are legs up, which you see, here we are. If you guys can do it, you're awesome. Go for it. If you can release the grip, that's about all I got, guys. So chest up. We're going to work through a few of these boat poses here. So go ahead and relax the toes to the ground. So we're going to go high boat and low boat. So we're going to call this high boat, and then we're going to release to low boat. Okay? We've got 5 of them here. So let's get started in our high boat position here. So remember pulling that chest up, keeping the legs active, and then inhale, exhale, lower, inhale, lift, exhale, lower, inhale, lift, exhale, lower, keep that tug, inhale, lift, exhale, lower, last one. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower, and lower all the way down, relax. Breath in, breath out, relax the shoulders. Breath in, breath out. We've got one more round of that. So on our next inhale, we'll take high bow. Ready, inhale up. And exhale, low boat. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, last one. Hold it. Try a little bit more than you think you can do here in this last pose. Hold it. And exhale, release. Relax. Soften your jaw, your shoulders, your hands. We've got a couple more hip stretches here. The next one will be Happy Baby. That's definitely one of my favorites. So we'll bring that right leg in. We'll take our right hand on the inside of our right foot, and we're going to draw that knee down to our armpit. And we're going to do the same thing on the left side. That left arm's going to reach our left arch. And this, again, is another really good one for that internal organ detox here, because we're pressing and constricting those lower GI organs there. The stuff that makes everything move and absorb. So I like to kind of press through my feet. So again, we've got that opposite motion going of pulling our feet down and pulling our thighs towards our chest, and then the pressing up through our legs. You can take a little straightening there on one side if that feels good for you. A nice hamstring stretch there. Can take it a little bit wider here. Of course, what you do on one side, please do on the other. It may not look the same, it may not feel the same, but do your best. And then let's just do a really quick kick, 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 kick. Happy Baby, we're the ultimate Happy Baby. If you didn't know, April had her baby boy last week already. So this reminds me of her, Happy Baby. And then let's go ahead and release that. Straight legs. Let's let that hip flexor take a breather here. Shoulders to the floor, palms up. Couple of breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll take our final twist here, and you guys know this one is figure 4. So we're going to take the right leg and plant that the left leg and plant that left foot, and we're going to take that right leg and cross it over. And we can bring that left leg up and reach through, and just pull that left thigh in and get a really nice stretch there through the right hip. Again, try to remember to keep the shoulders pulled back so we don't end up in this position here. We want to keep everything nice and open because we're still working through that breath, right? We're still connecting through that breath every time we move. Breath in, breath out. Keeping your legs where they are, release the hands, and we're going to take this right foot and we're going to do our last twist here, taking that right foot to the floor, that right foot away from the right shoulder. Arms, take them into a T, and I'm actually going to turn my head to the right. If you'd like, you can take your arms up or down into more like a cactus position here. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Breath in and release. Come back through the center. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock back and forth, side to side. And then plant your feet. Breath in, bring that left leg up and over. Exhale, and bring left leg up, hands reach through, and we're gonna pull that right leg in. Shoulders pull down to the ground, back is flat. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, exhale, release the hands, take the left foot towards the left side, right side of your body, and twist. Try to keep your ribs down and just let your hips twist here. This should feel really good. And then arms can be straight out in a T position, or we can do the cactus scarecrow position, whatever's comfortable for your shoulders and whatever helps you keep your shoulders down here. Remember, we don't want to really be active here. This is more of a passive stretch, passive pose. We're winding down to the end of our practice here, so we don't want to be too active through anything. Kind of letting gravity help, letting our body do what it does. Breath in, breath out. Breath in. On your exhale, bring your knees back towards the center. Inhale, knees to your chest. And let's roll it out a little bit. Rock back and forth. Off to the side. Relax your neck. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Release. And the moment you've been waiting for. Shavasana. Corpse pose. Exhale. Inhale, one last time together. Exhale, release through your mouth. Every drop of air. And let your body be heavy. Close your eyes. Let your breathing steady to a natural rhythm. Relax your jaw. Let your mouth open slightly. Shoulders are comfortable and relaxed down to the side of the arms. Palms up. Back in that position of being open, being vulnerable. Surrender to this moment. Let your body be heavy. Relax your hips and let your legs roll open slightly. Toes out. We're just connecting to the ground here. Just feeling like we're melting down. Everything is soft and comfortable. Check in with yourself. What are you thinking about? Try to be here, right here in this moment, in your living room. In your garage, in your bedroom. Notice the sounds around you. If a thought comes in, let it go. Regroup with your breathing if you need to, but don't force it. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Start to bring awareness back to your body. Wiggle your ankles and rotate them in circles. Same thing with your hands. Stretch. As if you were just waking up in the morning. Long. And then come to a seated position. Let's take palms up. Nice tall spine. And if you would like, hands to heart center. We'll do 3 deep breaths together. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Heidi.
Thanks, Heidi. Thanks, Heidi.
Thanks, Heidi.
Thanks, guys.
Good to see you.